morning, everybody. I'm early, but after last week's debacle, I thought I would get set up and potentially make myself a cup of tea while everybody's joining. So I hope that some people are here and that you can see. Are you here? Can anybody see me? There we go. Perfect. I can go bigger with that. Oh no, that's not what I want. How you all doing? Everybody okay? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, there's a bit of a delay on here. Can see and hear me. Wonderbar. Okay. Well, while other people are hopping on, I'm gonna make a cup of tea. And I got my oh good. I didn't want this. Mute that, bad boy. Don't need to hear myself twice. Got my lovely teapot. And I don't know if you can see this cup, but it says, I just want to hang out with my dog, which is Increds. And this is Bird and Blend tea. So for everybody who recommended to me Bird and Blend last week, thank you very much. I'm enjoying it very much. And you can't see this properly because of the angle, but this milk jug is a cow. I'm hoping you can see without me spilling the milk. But when I pour the milk, it pours out of his mouth, which is the cutest thing ever. So, tea is made. And is it time yet? I don't want to start showing any new stuff. I've got some new stuff to share. Something that I'm very, I'm going to light my candle. Something that I'm very excited about. Which was a Joe's had an idea, is this nuts or is it genius moment. And then I've got a couple of new things to share that are just regular things, and then I thought I'd do my weekly spread. I did set up my February spread yesterday. I've videoed it, I just need to edit it. I'm excited to edit because got a new Mac, and lovely Kate and Nate assisted me in my Mac purchase and setup and transfer, and I've just gone on this morning and I realised that I need to re-log into everything, so I've just been doing a bit of that this morning, but I'm excited to edit a video where my Mac is not lagging or basically having a really hard time with the things that I'm asking it to do. So yeah, that's my job for this week, but I filmed my monthly setup so you can see what it looks like, just not the process. And then I thought I would do my weekly spread today. And if anyone's interested, I can also give you a little glimpse inside my digital planner that I've been playing with, which is also quite cool. New people hopping on. Hi everyone. So I was a little bit early this morning just because last week was a disaster technology wise, so I thought I'd make sure that I got on and was ready for everybody. So let me give you a little glimpse first of all of my theme for this month. Let me move my candle out the way, don't want to set fire to it. Louise is asking, how did the Lucky Dip boxes go? They flew out. So they all sold within 50 minutes, I think, which is potentially the fastest ever that we've sold out of things, which was cool. There was a couple of hundred people on the website, which gave it a bit of a headache, but yeah, it was cool. Excellent news. So Tracy's going to be super busy this week. We've also got a lot of orders. I think it was because it was payday. It's been quite a busy weekend in all senses. Messages, emails, orders, all the things. Hey Jem, nice to have you. Yeah, so let me give you a little flip through of what I've done for my February setup. And as I said, there will be a video. I filmed it, I just need to edit it. I've got to migrate yet, that's a job left to do. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. So I wanted to do something with forget-me-nots. The forget-me-nots are, well, they're a favourite of mine and they have a special meaning because February would have been my nan's birthday, and yeah, so forget-me-not kind of fit in nicely with remembering her. But I've also paired it up with the Polaroid kind of thing because like photos and forget-me-not I thought all kind of worked together, and also our daisy washi tape. So it's a really simple, not too fussy theme. I've also added in the colouring page for me to colour at some point. And then I've got a really classic calendar overview. I've put areas to record all of the social media stats. And then just some decorative Polaroids with washi tape in. Hey Alex! And then this is my kind of master to-do list, but I'm also going to use it as a place to highlight what the top 3 things for each topic are across the month. And then I've got my personal tasks and goals, my habit tracker, which I'm going to fill in with washi tape as well. And that's it. Like keeping it really like old school, pretty. I really like how simple this is. Didn't get overly fussy with it. I like the combination of the blue, the cornflower blue, or the forget-me-not blue, sorry. This is the Become font from our quarterly box, which is also the font for the forget-me-not. We got the mini font in the forget-me-not, which I'm going to use for some weekly stuff. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Before I start doing my weekly spread, I wanted to share with you something that I'm really excited about. So I'm going to grab them now, so if I'm ready. Genuinely, I think when I said, I've had an idea, the team were like, what are you talking about? This is not a thing. But I'm making it a thing. And in years to come, when everyone are like, oh, I'm going to get some more of this thing, I want you all to remember that it was my brainchild. So, you know, I love stickers, and also we have really cute characters, and a kind of problem, although not a problem, that we've had in the past, when we bring out journal designs, people say, oh, I really like the colour but I don't like the motif, or I like that motif but I wish it was on a different colour. And it just isn't possible, not just for us, but for any company that manufactures this kind of thing, to do every single colour with every single motif. Logistically, it's not possible. financially it's not possible. But so I had an idea. What if you could, so let's say, for example, you really like the pink colour, but you wanted this to be a book journal. What if you could get a motif that's embroidered? Look how beautiful this is. So I'm going to come up close. And actually, when you change it, the two threads here and here have been done in opposite ways, so it kind of shimmers, if you like. It's so cute. But instead of these being iron-on or being sew-on, they've actually got like a 3M adhesive back, which you peel off. Oop, she says, which peels off. If I didn't have stupid nails, they would peel off. Should have got Kate to do this because she hasn't got stupid nails like me. Like that. Anyway. They peel off like this. And it's really sticky. And they fit over the motif. So I'm not going to do it because I don't want this one to be a book journal. So if you really like the pink, but you don't like coffee, then you can have our book owl on your coffee cup. And they're really nice quality. They've been embroidered. We spent a long time going backwards and forwards to decide what the colour would be. So this is the book owl, and I love her. So she would go, they also go on planners, which is why I've got this out. So you could, you know, go mad. Let's say you wanted a travel journal. We have our travel gonk. How cute is he? And he would also cover the coffee cup, so you could have it to be a travel journal, or you could just have them all like crazy over your things. We've tried to pick colours that will go with everything, so as flexible as they can do. I don't know which one to show you next. Okay, I'm going to show you this one. I'm going to leave my favourite one till last. So this one, because we again get asked for a dated motif on journals all the time. Well, the problem with this is, you know, 3-4 months into the year and these are no longer sellable and we end up having to discount them, which from a business point of view is not that handy. But potentially, this one, do you fit? So the coffee cup is actually one of the bigger, so I don't know whether this one will fit. Maybe, just about. But you could also have it kind of here if you like. This fits over. We've tried to make them so that they fit over them. Remember, this is B5 as well. So if you've got an A5 journal, have I got an A5 journal handy? This is not a great example because it's, would you have blue on teal, but they definitely fit over the A5. And they virtually all fit over all of the B5s, but without making them, we don't want to make them too unwieldy either. But I mean, these would be cute on there. And then are you ready for my favourite one? Because he's incredible. It's Stevie the TV. How cute is he? Love him. Again, he just about fits. I can grab the other journals to show you. Let's grab another journal. but we'll give the colour, the size variations on each one, so you can definitely check. And these are both B5 journals, so that's the biggest version. Let me just answer questions. So no, Claire, they're not. So basically my thought process was, we get asked a lot, you know, people saying, I love the pink, but I don't like coffee, or can you put something with the date on? And it's not possible for us to have, you know, an infinite number of colours with an infinite number of designs. It's not possible for any company to do that. So I had a brainwave that if we got embroidered patches, but instead of them being iron on or sew on, they've got a 3M sticky background, which means they're uber sticky, and they stick on. So you can basically make any journal a reading journal, or any journal a TV journal, or any journal a travel journal. Stock out. And then we did the 2024 year of me, because everyone liked it and everyone likes having the year on things. So if in 5 years from now journal patches become like a thing, I want you all here to remember the beginning of journal patches. I'm claiming it as my own. I don't know if anyone else has done it before. I googled and I couldn't find anyone that had done patches that were specific to sticking on kind of planners and journals. Obviously you can get patches for lots of things, but these were specifically journaled, journaling in mind. But yeah, journal patches coming soon. Let me put these things away. What do you think? Have I gone nuts? Are they a good idea? I personally think they're a bit genius, and I'm so happy with how they've turned out. You can also stick them on planners and other things as well, whatever you feel like. My mum also said you could potentially just leave the backing on or peel the backing off, and stitch around the edge, because they are embroidered onto fabric like if you were to do a normal patch. So if you really wanted them on something fabric, you could potentially, well, you could stick them to the top of this, or you could stitch them to the side, I guess. So that's journal patches. Hoping to have them available probably end of February. They're in the office now. We just need to get them up and listed and photographed and stuff. My hope would be that we have a ton of designs of these. I've started with 4 because basically didn't really know whether this was a good idea or Joe's lost her marbles again idea. So we've got 4 to start with, and I've tried to pick like 4 of our most popular themes, if you will. So books, travel, TV, and then a year. I don't know if they'll peel off when they go on without damaging. It's 3M, it's supposed to be a permanent adhesive. So this was a test one that I got. You need to make sure this is clean, and you kind of need to make sure that it's on a non-curving, like if you do them right over the edge, you're more likely to get peel up. We need to test them. They're not really designed to be removable, no. They're kind of designed to be, you've decided you want this book to be in our book, and therefore the end, if you like. So they're coming soon anyway. Love them. Couple of other things for me to show you before I start planning. These next things are already in the shop, so if you want them, you can order them. Done 2 monthly review pages. This was really from a selfish point of view. I want to do monthly reviews, and I'm always really bad at remembering to do it. So I thought if I make it a super easy sticker sheet, then I will kind of just add it quickly to my journal, and then I can fill it in. I left pages for these. I'm not going to do it now because it's not what this is, but so I've got I am currently page, and if you trim this edge down like all of our super easy sticker sheets, then it fits in an A5 page. It's adhesive. Where's my line? There it is. Like this. And then I've got this one, which is the month as a snapshot, and then you can decorate with washi tape, etc. And as with all of our kind of newer stuff that we're creating at the moment, and hybrid planner stuff, all of the boxes have got dots in, so it's like it is journal based, blah blah blah. So they're available now, they're on the website now. And also created, this is a hybrid planner set, which is almost identical to the ones I've just shown you. The difference is that each month has the month name at the top. They're not like dated in terms of year, so if you bought them in March, you could start March and go through to the next February. And then on the second page it's slightly different, because on this one, let me show you, I've given it kind of more of a heading because this is a separate standalone thing, whereas this is the reverse side of this, if you see. So that's a whole year's worth for the hybrid planner. And they're in the shop now too. More hybrid planner stuff is dropping constantly because we're updating all the old designs and having a good old sort out. So keep an eye out. So that's the newbies, and then I'm going to do my things. Let's get them out. Let me just double check. Shima says, I have a pen loop that was 3M sticky and stuck it wonky and nearly ripped the page trying to remove it. Yeah, 3M stuff, I think in general, the permanent 3M is designed to be there indefinitely. I haven't done a test with one of these on a journal to see how rough you can be with it. But I will do before we launch it so that I can kind of advise. But they only turned up at the office, was it Friday, Kate? I was very excited. There was lots of squealing from me, no one else. But yeah, I think they're adorable. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. So yay! Okay. We've got to do backing cards for them and stuff as well before they launch. But it means we can do stuff that is perhaps a bit more themey without, you know, committing to do a whole run of journals is a massive expense. But potentially, you know, like if something become really trendy, like, I don't know, we did a capybara, we could do a capybara patch and you could put it on your journal without us having to do an entire run of capybara journals that when capybaras are no longer in fashion, that they all just sat and we end up having to discount them, and then the business goes out of business because we've got no money left. Not dramatic at all. Okay, I'm going to have a little drinky of my tea. There's lots of you here today. Have we got newbies? If so, hello. Yeah, exactly. I mean, capybaras should always be in fashion. You are correct. Capybara. Oh, I just had an advert come up on my screen. Get rid of that. So, what am I going to do today? So I think I might do, I wanted to do something along the lines of the Polaroid. Hi, Lindsay. I want to do a rolling to-do list again. I wonder, I'm going to pencil it because I'm not really sure. Everybody loves a label maker. Do I want this to be a Dutch door? Do I? Do I? Do I? Maybe not. No, this is a classic stencil. I love this stencil. I used to use it loads. It was one of the OG themes. Kind of want a rolling to-do list. Maybe I'll do actually, if I come down one, I'll have more room to like a little header across the top. So I'm just using the B5 grid guide to split into 7 areas, and then I'm going to do a relatively short box. I don't know if you can hear that. That is my next door neighbour's dog, and he has such a good bark. It is excellent, excellent barkage. He's a big doggo. I think when dogs have like a proper bark. No offence to Freckle, but hers is not a proper one. I think we also, thanks Laura, we also need to change the header for the group. I don't think that was what you're talking about, but the header for the group is a picture of the 2023 Black Journal. So I need to remember to add that to my list to do tomorrow. Now I know that I'm always like 3 months behind with watching things on TV. But has anyone watched Normal People? Because I finished it yesterday, and not gonna lie, a little bit obsessed. I did cry. What a good series that is. I have plans for my film and TV journal. I have started it. I just need to get my bum in gear. Every weekend has been taken up with, like most of yesterday, Nate was assisting me in, for those of you who don't know, Nate is Kate's husband, switching my Macs over, which was fun times. So once I've got some time, I'm going to sit down and play with my film and TV journal, because I've got some ideas of what I want to put in there. I've been keeping notes of how of what I've been watching this month, so that I could do like a January review page. But yeah, Normal People was excellent. Let's have a look. Laura says, also this is a bit random, but I've been meaning to ask for a while. The dotted line on the super easy sticky sheets to cut down to A5. Is there a chance this could go on the back of the sheet, or is it not possible? Only so when I put them in my B5, you don't see the line. Potentially. We'd have to test. I think it depends on how well you know printers. If it kind of adjusts, if there's any sort of play in how it prints the back and the front, potentially it might end up being off center. Alex says yes, Normal People was amazing. Louise, yeah, it was based on a book. Yeah, the BBC one. It's got your man, what's his name? Paul Mescal in it, who is very excellent, and Daisy Edgar Jones also very excellent. I very much enjoyed it. I think it's quite old now, but I've been meaning to watch it for a while. I'm just reading your comments. I'm sorry, I can't read and think at the same time. Yeah, you should just be able to, if you're on a computer, you can follow the link over. I think there's a little, if you're going from the VIP page, if you right click it, if you get the link, like right click it and get the link and then open that in a browser, it'll open it full screen for you. It's not like locked down or anything, it's just that we don't publish, like it's not visible on the YouTube page. But yes, Laura, printers are challenging, and that would be my concern, that when it goes through the printer and it prints it, although it's lined up, you know, visually on our computer in the design, when it goes through and then flips, if it moves it over slightly, because you've always got some play, then it's going to end up not exactly central. So potentially the best way of doing it, if the lines, because I kind of feel like the lines are decorative, but maybe that's just me. But if you don't like them, you could potentially cut it down anyway and just stick it in. Yeah. Paul Mescal is the main star of Gladiator 2. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. Also really want to see the new thing that he's in with Andrew Scott, which they've been heavily promoting at the moment, but I'm here for it. So as a VIP, you get all of the journal printables for free. When you're logged in, you'll see them. They're in a separate section, so it's like the single page printables. We are beginning to add all of the hybrid planner inserts as digital downloads. They are on the individual listings for the hybrid planner things, and they are not free. They're like multi-page things. But all of the individual journal printables are free. Right, let's see. How can I fit 4? I think I probably could have fit 4 even if I wasn't overlapping. So anything that is discounted as a VIP that is a normal product, you just go to that product, and when you're logged in, it's automatically discounted. If it's a VIP exclusive product, i.e. like the stencil back catalogue, or I don't know, anything else that we do for VIPs, then you will get that through the VIP zone. Slightly different. But all the printables, if you just go to the printable section, it's in our mega menu at the top. You'll see journal printables, and then you go in there and they'll all be zero charged as long as you're logged into your account and have an active VIP subscription. So I'm just drawing out where I want my Polaroids to go. I'm going to pour myself another cup of tea in a minute. Periodically, I rediscover my teapot, and I become a little bit obsessed with tea in a teapot for a small period of time, and then I go back to normal life. And at the moment, I'm in a teapot phase, and it's making me very happy. So the project packs will be available at the end of February. This week on my to-do list is to sort out the dates for launches in February, the dates for live streams in February, all of that stuff. And then we will make a graphic which goes in the drop down menu that you go to on the homepage. If you go to what's new, there'll be the graphic for the month, and if you click that graphic, it will take you through to a blog post which lists everything that's happening, links to the live streams, all of that kind of stuff. But that's on my list for this week, all of the beginning of the month stuff. So you'll find everything new in there. In that blog post as well, you'll also find what the current monthly theme is for Dispatch and what the current quarterly theme is for Dispatch. So that will happen this week, sorry, it's on my list. I'm just going to pour myself another cup of tea. I do have a tea cosy. I need to dig it out. A lovely customer knitted me one many years ago. Oh, that is a dark cup of tea. When I went to order some tea, I found that my favourite loose tea, which is from a company called T2, I don't know if anyone remembers it, and it's no longer in the UK, so I couldn't get any, but I got some Bird and Blend tea, and it's lush. Yeah, Laura, I think I'm the same. Like there's certain times of the day where I am definitely a coffee drinker, but for this kind of thing, it's really nice to have a pot of tea. Yeah, this milk jug, I don't know if you can see him very well. I'm trying not to pour the milk over the thing. He's a cow, and he pours it out of his mouth. And I got him from Tiger. He's very excellent. I love him. Project packs are different from the monthly sub. They are a new thing. Again, we will have a blog post coming out explaining everything. So make sure you're signed up to the blog. But I did go through them all in last week's live stream, which you can find, not a VIP live stream, it's a regular live stream, and you'll find it on the YouTube page. But just waiting for photography to come back from the photographer, and then we can start writing blogs and explaining and all of that stuff. So the project packs will be being done as and when. They're a new idea, new concept. So they're not like once a month or anything, and they're kind of more based around spreads or things that you would recreate in your journal more than once, so not like a monthly theme. Really, it depends on how popular they are, because they aren't just a case of designing things to use in your journal. They're a combination of stencils and all the other things that we will use within them, alongside a login to a resource page where you'll get a whole bunch of other things. So before I spend a load of time making more stuff, I kind of need to make sure that everyone's happy with them and that there's no changes that I need to make, because there's always things that you guys think of that I don't think of. Just reading. Nate would like me to know that he also have a cow milk jug, but ours is standing up and yours is sitting down. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that cows should sit down, so my cow probably is lame and probably is destined for Devon, as we say in the veterinary world. But I do love my cow milk jug. He was, fun fact, me and a friend went to London and we bought we'd had a few drinks and then we were on Oxford Street and we decided to buy a Tiger Lucky Dip bag each. I think they were like, I don't know, a £5 or something. And then we went to a bar and we opened them to see what we'd got in our Lucky Dip bags. And in mine, I got that cow jug. And I think, you know, this was years ago, I think that was worth every penny. I got other things as well as that, a load of old rubbish really. But I got that cow jug and it was excellent. Flying Tiger. It used to be called Tiger, didn't it? Tiger is a club, but I'm pretty sure that Flying Tiger used to be called Tiger and then they had to change it because of the club. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it's just called Tiger. It definitely wasn't in a club. It was in the shop that sells all the rubbish stuff. I'm gonna have to Google it now. I feel like they rebranded, but they didn't tell anyone, and it was just one of those things like you're supposed to just know. Let's type. Was Flying Tiger originally? Oh, original name. Oh, someone else has typed it, so clearly it wasn't just me that thinks this. Maybe it's one of those. There's loads of people asking, was Flying Tiger originally called Tiger Tiger? What's one of those things that, like, people remember but it wasn't actually a thing? There's a word for it. I can't remember what it's called. Like when mass consciousness remembers something a different way. Mandela effect. Yeah, I think it's that. Either that or I'm just remembering something completely differently. I've lost my tweezers, so I'm going to have to just use my fingers, so this might be a bit funky. So, what is the date? To 29th. I'm gonna 29, 30, 31, so the first is a Thursday. So I've just done a little strip of washi tape in the beginning of the box just as a background for my stickers, and I'm gonna but Kate, if they stuck it all in landfill, I wouldn't have my cow jug, and that's important to remember because my cow jug is epic. So I've got this that cost like nothing, and then this, which was ridiculously pricey, but I fell in love with it, from T2, and I use them together. Right, I need pink stickers. Where did I put them? They're in here. Yeah. The teapot does, in, if it's full, about 3 big mugs. But what's my favourite thing about it is it's one of these ones. So it's like loose tea, but I don't know if you can see that. But I don't have to have a strainer or anything. It just goes in there. Which makes it nice and easy to use. Because I find kind of like constantly emptying those little strainer things quite annoying. Sorry guys, advert again. Yes, the Lucky Dip boxes sold out in 50 minutes. They were very popular. Yeah, there was a lot of people on the website, which when everyone's trying to refresh everything all in one go, it gives the website some stress. Alex says, did you see Mark Men Who Bullet has been sharing Ipsy Daisy this week too? Yes, I did. Lovely Mark. I like watching his stuff because it's, I think, quite a different take on a lot of things that he does. There's a lot of productivity and kind of project planning, which I really enjoy. I like his videos, and he's been very kind to share some of our stuff from across the pond. I sent him that stuff, Alex, the same time that I sent you guys the project kits, and I think it got to him like almost the same amount of time, which is amazing. He's a good egg. He does like a fountain pen. I'm personally not a fountain pen person just because I can't write with them. What did I just do with my... Oh, there it is. I moved it when I was... Yes, he's on YouTube as Mark Your Pages. He was Men Who Bullet, and he had a rebrand end of last year, maybe a bit before then. I watched one of his videos yesterday actually about capacity planning, which I like the idea of, because I'm terrible for like basically getting over enthusiastic and starting a new project when I haven't really got time to do it. And his whole thing is like working out how much time you have and assigning projects to specific time frames. Wish I had my tweezers. So Elizabeth says, Jo, how do you do that without cutting through the journal page? Am I too heavy-handed? I think it's just trial and error. I do sometimes still panic that that's probably a little bit too deep, but it hasn't gone through. But most of the time I manage right now. So I need to figure out whether I'm gonna, or whether we are going to launch the planner journal patches at the same time as the project kits, or whether they get their own launch, like a mini launch earlier in the month. It's quite tricky when we ended up doing a launch that's got lots of things in it to like talk about them all and promote them all equally. And I feel like the journal kits are quite chunky in terms of content, but maybe it might be easier to split them out. So my plan is I'm going to do 2 of these that are just pictures like this, and the other 2 I'm going to use for like my goals for the week or focus for the week. And then I'm going to do a rolling to-do list. This pink is upsetting me, if I'm honest. So I might have to take that off and switch it for a non-pink variation. I used pink because that was what I was using last month. But I think it's bringing the whole thing down. It's moving away from my lovely aesthetic. Right, so if I were a sticker cover, that might work better. Yeah, that's better. I wanted it to be different so that you can see that it's a different month, but not super detracting from. Right, let's whack in a rolling to-do list. Oop. And what I tend to do is put all the things in my rolling to-do list that I need to get done that week, and if I've got stuff that I think of that needs to go not be done this week, then I tend to either put it in my master to-do list or I write it on a post-it note and it gets carried over to the next week. That's just how I like it. I am enjoying a rolling to-do list, and this is probably a good time for me to show you a digital planner that I was playing with. I got to finalise prices for the project kits, but I think $22.50. I just need to look at the spreadsheet and do some sums, but it'll be in that kind of ballpark. Let's do this and then I will show you my digital planner version. Holly, we do gift cards if you want to send a link to your loved ones. We do digital gift cards and physical gift cards too. That's the other thing I need to check, Rayma. I think they will go large letter, but I need to double check that. Anna says, hey Jo, did you enjoy the Southwest Planner event? Would you consider organising one? Funny you should say that. We did discuss it. We have discussed it. I would love to. We would just need to figure out, I know we spoke about it last year, the logistics of it and when would be the best time to do it. But yeah, I would really like to do an online event. I think that they are nice and inclusive, and affordable. We'd have to get other people involved. It wasn't just Oops a Daisy. But yeah, potentially, there's definitely potential. I think I just want to put, I am going to show you the other thing. No, I think we would do an online event rather than a physical event. Just means that there's none of the like, it means everyone can go essentially. There's no distance issues, travel issues, accessibility issues. But it's a big thing to organise. But I think it would be, we did do something like it in lockdown. We called it, was it Daisy Fest or something? And we had a few different people involved, and that was really fun. So we have done something before, so potentially. Oh my god, Anna, I'm so jealous. So jealous. Mark Your Pages is doing a session at Go Wild this year, so you'll have to go and send him our love virtually. That's very cool. Yeah, we would try to make it affordable. It's always going to be cheaper than not having to pay for transport and all of those things as well. So let me just open this up. By no means am I an expert in digital planning. Can I just make that super clear? But I've been playing with how we could use our designs digitally for kind of multi-purposing, I guess. So this is a new design that will be a hybrid planner design. It is a to-do list. I hope you can see that. Basically a rolling to-do list like this, where you can put your task in and you can assign it to a day of the week. I've also done like a star system, so if, for example, something was really important, you could colour your star in to mark out that that's like a priority for the week. That's what we put that there for. So these will be available as hybrid planner inserts, but also as a digital download, so that you can add it to, this is GoodNotes. And what's cool with this is I have added a thing where if I write in my handwriting, what was one of the things that you said that I needed to, oh yeah, okay. So Am I in the wrong thing? Oh, that's all gone in one box. I need to go in a different area. There we go. And then you can move it into its home and you can assign it to a day like this. So yeah, you can print them out afterwards. It's Good Notes. Basically it's like Good Notes is free to download, but it means that you can move things around, reassign them if you don't like things. Let me show you my other one. So this is a planner that I have stuck a sticker on. That's also our motif. We added it. I was just playing with them. Then that's our hybrid planner inserts. I've decorated them. This washi tape is a sticker. It's a PNG. I added in so that when you get the monthly box, you get these as a PDF, so you can add those in. You can add photos in. This is our food meal planner printable, which I've added in and planned my meals for the week. You can do like just scribbles and add things in and move stickers. Just thought it was cool that basically we already have these things and you already have access to them. This is Good Notes, Laura. I think potentially Good Notes is available for Android as well. So if you're, let me go back. You just open a new thing, new notebook, pick your cover. Want that. You can pick paper to go inside it. You can change the colour of the paper. So if you wanted it to be black, you can do, she says. Not for squared, apparently. And then you create it. And then if you wanted to, when you're in that, then want to add in any of our printables, you can just import them as, where am I? Desktop, oops a daisy, hybrid planner, inserts, PDFs. You can insert any PDF. So all of our printable things are downloaded as PDF. So if you wanted, for example, the Christmas planner, it would then import all the pages of the Christmas planner. And then you can write on them. So like this. Good Notes will let you have 3 notebooks for free. If you want more than 3, I've paid for the full version just so that I could play with it, which is like a tenner a year. It's super easy to use. I've just played around with it. You would, I think, need to have an Apple Pencil or a pen for your device to make it work better. But you can. The good thing for me is that with this now, because I've also got an Apple phone, which is up here, it means I can see this on my phone. So if I've done a meal plan on this and then I want to see what I need to buy because I've put a shopping list, this will then be on my phone. it's not that easy to use on the phone, but it's quite easy to refer to on the phone. I just thought it was a cool thing, the fact that we already have, so I've imported our 2024 planner on here. But you can basically import any PDF and then you can write over it. And the cool thing is that when you then, if you don't like what you've written and you want to erase it, it's basically like you won't erase the PDF behind it. So you can just like erase it and it goes backwards. Carol says, I want something easy to keep track of Speedway scores. Yeah, I think this will be perfect for that. I am definitely not going to be a convert to the digital planner for everything, because I enjoy paper too much, and I like sticking washi, and I like cutting paper, and I like doing all of that stuff. But I thought for something like, for me, meal planning, which I always think is like one of those things that I want to do, but then I've never got the plan with me when I need it. So yeah, this makes sense to me, because then I'll always have it with me when I want it, because it will also be on my phone. Things like if I'm just sitting down and I want to scribble and brainstorm stuff, this is dot grid paper. It's really, really easy. Yeah, Carol, you could totally, if you make a table, convert it to a PDF and then import it into GoodNotes, you can then scribble. You need to do a thing, if you want it to do the thing like I have, where like you can just totally just write like straight onto it, and that's fine. But if you want it to do the thing where it converts the text, you need to turn that on in your iPad. I don't know how to do it on Android devices, but it's called something called Scribble. I think it has lots of fun functionality that works really nicely alongside a functional planner, because yeah, I like writing things down, I like scribbling, but for certain things I think it would be helpful. Anyway, just my thoughts. And also I thought it was quite helpful that all of our stuff is already compatible with it, because it's already PDF. So if you want to add any of the stuff that you've got as a VIP to this, you totally can. Yeah, that's my bit on digital planning. Nate says, I'll be testing this and I've had GoodNotes for years. The multi-platform apps means it's ideal for my work sitch. Yeah, I don't know how GoodNotes works on a Mac or a PC. I have absolutely no idea. To be honest, I only discovered this whole thing and I've only started playing with it like maybe, was it like Wednesday or maybe Thursday last week. So I'm definitely not an expert by any means, but I was pleasantly surprised with how easy it was, and the fact that you can, like, if you have any pictures, I'll just show you this. So I've made a couple of our things stickers. So this is a washi tape that you can then add in, but also I did this as a sticker, but also you can add in photos. Be good for like a film planner, be good for a TV planner, because you can easily add photos to things. Yeah, I don't think it will change me from paper ever, but I think it's a cool thing as an aside, if you like. I'll go back to doing what I was doing. I'll also get sidetracked. So what else do I want to do? So I'm going to make 3 boxes the same as I did last week for the team, for personal and for things to order, because this layout worked nice. Yeah, there's a ton of like functionality which is there to explore. It potentially could be something like we could do when all of the designs that we have, we can make them full hyperlinked so that you can link to each other pages within the journal, the notebook, all of that kind of stuff. There's loads of functionality which seems quite usable, but in the short term we already have a ton of stuff that will work straight away, especially if you're a monthly subscriber, because you already get colouring pages. Like, I quite like the idea of sitting on my sofa and doing colouring for fun, of like the monthly colouring pages, without having to bring all my pens down. I can just sit and do it mindfully with like an iPad pencil, and then you've got all the pens. The templates on GoodNotes are free anyway, I think. Like the cover and the inside pages. It definitely doesn't beat the feel of like cutting up washi tape and all of that stuff, but that's a totally different thing. I'd say it's more for kind of like pure productivity with a bit of scribbling mixed in for me. But although some people joined a couple of digital planning groups just to see, some people are very creative with them. I quite enjoy how these 2 washi tapes sit so nicely together. Aren't they pretty? Pretty colours. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can print out the pages from it. I haven't done it, so I wouldn't know how to do that, but the new MacBook is excellent. I haven't used it for anything meaty yet. I'm planning on editing my February setup on Tuesday, so I will report back. But the setup was very smooth. Luckily for me, Nate is very kind and assisted me through the entire process, which made it super smooth. But yeah, I'm excited to use it for like video editing and stuff, so that I can properly see how it compares. But yeah, Nate has assured me that it's going to be life-changing. No, I didn't get it new. It's a refurbished one straight from Apple. It's like a massive upgrade from what I have been using. So yeah, I'm very, very lucky that Kate's husband is a wealth of information, because it makes my life a lot easier than trying to guess what I'm getting. Right. A MacBook is like a laptop, only by Apple. So what week is this of the year? 1, 2, 3, 4. Week 5. So my hybrid is going to be much more project based. I'm quite excited. I made some hybrid inserts all around redecorating a room. Like say like brainstorming what you want it to be, doing a mood board, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm using my hybrid planner for. It's much more like it's got my project based stuff in it. I was originally going to have it as like my daily to-do list and stuff, but if I'm honest, I found it too tricky having some stuff in my main journal and some stuff in that, so it's kind of, yeah, I'm mixing it up. Definitely want to do more teacher-based stuff, Gem, for the hybrid, so I might be needing to pick your brains on that one. We'll have to get it ready early for the new year, but kind of wanted to just focus on getting all of the basic stuff done before we go too heavy. I've also made, which is quite cute and exciting, I don't know if I've got it as a PDF to show you, but like a plant log, a garden planner for hybrid, which I'll use in there. For those of you using a hybrid planner, how are you using it? Like where does it sit in your, I wonder if I've got any tea left in your collection. So a hybrid planner is this. So it's like a ring binder planner, but the idea is, and this is a bad example because this has got a load of random stuff in it. It's like a cross between a journal and a hybrid and a planner. So all of there's elements that are dot grid in there. There's the ability to customize it. So we've left space for you to add like washi tape and stuff, color in letters. You can add in pages that are set up for certain things, but you can also add in dot grid pages. So it sits somewhere in between a journal and a planner. So, I'm just giving these little boxes a header with this mini font stencil. And these are the areas where I record like things that the team are working on, or like things that I need to talk to the team about, like reminders for myself. I have a section for things I need to order, and I have a section for personal. Yes, all of our journals are blank pages. The hybrid planner is where we do the kind of pre-designed pages, if you were. If you, yeah, we've got 3 project kits coming. One is for a kind of best of the year brackets type spread. One is for a horizontal Dutch door type spread, and one is for a pet log, so recording things about your pets. If you take a look at last week's live stream, I show all the contents in detail, but there will be more information coming soon. Just do this header and then I want to have a little read of your... So Alex says, I'm using my hybrid to manage the kids' diaries and all the school things to remember. Cool. Yeah, Holly, a bit like a Franken planner. It's a halfway house between the two. I didn't know that people like the creativity of a journal, but the ease and like quickness of pre-printed planners, so we wanted to do something that sat in between the two. Elizabeth says, my hybrid is for organising my week to do, my family's appointments, lists, etc. Keeps your journal more aesthetic for saving memories. Cool. Is the hybrid planner just the pages, or does it come with the actual planner? We have a beginner bundle where you can pick a planner and 2 lots of inserts, or you can buy it all separately. We have a number of different outside planners, different colours. We've got 2 new colours coming soon. All of our planners have oops-a-daisy branding on the inside, and they come with a little journal charm, planner charm. I don't know if you can see that. Or you can get the bundle. No, these are A5. So it's to fit A5 pages. Same as a Filofax A5 sizing. Rayma says, in last week's planner, did you explain how to use the grid to do the rolling to-do list? Yes, I think so. But to be honest, it's not really a grid guide thing. I just use that as a straight edge. I just leave a space for my tasks. I can show you the used version. And then I leave 8 grid spaces, so that I've got one for each day of the week, and then a little arrow which is things that I haven't completed which I need to migrate until next week's list. So one that I've used looks like this. So basically once I've created the table, I write all my things in that I need to do, and then I use a dot pen to tell me what day of the week I need to do different things and kind of assign them to a different day. And then I highlight them as I've done them, because I'm quite visual and I like highlighting things. I'll show you the week before. If I don't do it on the day that I've planned, I have a little arrow in it that moves it forward to another day. I ended up migrating that. That's how I use the rolling to-do list. So I didn't really use the B5 grid guide, if I'm being honest. I kind of just use it as a straight edge in that sense. Yeah, the dot pens are good, aren't they? Nearly done, guys. Am I going to fit this word in? I think so. Just ooh. So that's kind of bugging me, but hey, it's all good. Okay, so this is it. Let me just have a little looky. Yeah, the hybrid inserts are available to purchase as printables, so if you want to resize them, you can. They are A5 sized, so it isn't what they're designed for, but you can, if you can figure it out, then yeah, totally. Carol, is it sad that I still smile every time you use a font stencil with holes? No, it was the best idea, Carol. Cool, I think that's everything. So this is basically my weekly list, my weekly spread for the week. So I'm going to add in what I'm doing here. I will pop my task list here, my 3 focus things for this week, so I can pop those in now, to be honest. So the 3 things are just add this in here. So my habit this month, because I'm having a monthly habit, is to drink more water. So I'm just going to make a reminder of that in here. I need to figure out how to turn those adverts off in mid video because they're quite annoying. There we go, all done. No, there's no bundle without a planner. It's just individually to purchase if you want the items separately. We try not to do so many different variations because it clutters the website up. But yeah, I like how this has turned out. I think this is going to be a usable weekly spread. I just need to migrate all of my stuff from last month. And yeah, I think it's done. Laura says, loving this theme, colour scheme. Yeah, I like the fact that like it's forget-me-nots and then like memories, photos. It kind of felt like it fitted, and I haven't used my Polaroid stencil for a while and it's a personal favourite. So I thought it was time to get it back out. On that stencil, didn't show you, I don't know where I've put it. You've also got, as well as the big ones that I've used here, you've also got like a row of little ones. And the good thing with that, if I can show you, is that you basically can do all of the outsides in one row and then move up and do all of the photos. And then what I do is flip it so that they're leaning the other way and do all of the outside and all of the photos. So you've got like a slightly different look of like altering how they go. That's what I've done for my social media bits, but all of that will be in this month's video. Thank you all for watching. As I say, make sure you keep an eye on the website this week. We will have a blog post with all of the dates for next week's live streams, launches, etc., going live at some point, probably Monday or Tuesday this week, once we've got all the dates sorted. Yeah, it's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope I've inspired you to drink tea out of a teapot. And I hope I've also convinced you of the need for journal patches. Journal patches by Obsa Daisy. Yeah, I'm going to go anyway because I'm going out today. So, love you lots and have a good week. Bye, 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 bye.